Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with one of the big phenoms in boxing, Jesus Ramos Jr., who makes his ring return, which it feels like 6 weeks or so, against Kevin Salgado, a guy who's been undefeated. Oh, I say undefeated, never been knocked out.
Right.
You guys are going to be fighting at Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas on Amazon Prime. Man, what made you said, look, I'm about to get back, but I'm gonna get back normal. I mean, faster than a normal boxer would.
Right, man. I felt like 2024 was a slow year for me. I fight it once, and it was too slow. I didn't like that. The fact that it was just a one fight. I wanted to stay active this whole year, and obviously it wasn't my intention to come back so soon. In 6 weeks after the Jason Rosario fight, but we got the call, asked if we were interested. Luckily, everything went good on the Rosario fight. No injuries, no cuts, anything that would stop me from getting back into camp. So we decided to jump on it.
What a guy like, Salgado, he's tough. He's gonna come forward. He definitely has a chin. Do you think you'll be able to crack that code? And I know you've been knocking almost everybody out, but do you think that you can probably get this one going and after that tremendous knockout performance against Rosario?
That's what drives me, man, getting him out of there because I know no one's done it before. So I'm looking to break him down. I'm looking to take him out of there. I think that's the statement to make in this fight.
At this point, I feel like it's safe to even kind of say like you're entering like somewhat a veteran status. I don't know if it's the facial hair, but you're only 20, 23. You turned
Yeah,
pro at 17. So it's very safe to say that, you get past Salgado, you're ranked top 10 in every sanctioned body. So ironically, you're on the card of a unified champion division. I mean, is this the part where you kind of start calling out names and start targeting individuals? Is Fedora top priority in this all?
yeah, definitely. I feel like you said, I've been pro for a while now, and I'm ready. I feel ready. I feel like I am a veteran of the sport. I feel like I'm ready for that jump, for that next level.
Hmm.
And I of course I want one of the world champions. And
Question.
you got a question too, huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Fundora definitely is on the list, but there's other champions too. If I can't make that fight with Fundora, there's Backroom who just beat Tim Tszyu. Virgil Ortiz is coming off a great win. There's a lot of talent, even Bohacek who bounced back after that Virgil Ortiz loss. And those aren't title fights, but they're big fights. They're big fights to be made, and they position me for a title fight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you mentioned Bakram, I think of the time where you absolutely dominated, Joey Spencer on that pay-per-view card
Right.
on Benavides and Plant, and then Tim Tszyu, he went in the fate in that direction. Ironically, they're facing each other, so I mean. He's kind of viewed somewhat, I guess, like the dark horse in the division, would you say? Is that kind of excite you too? Maybe the dark horse versus the glamorous Fedora of the division.
Right, yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's not a lot of hype around Backroom or me, like there is with other guys. But yeah, then we come to fight. So that'd be an interesting fight. I like that fight for me. I know he's coming to fight, and that'd be a war. Um, Honestly, he surprised me with that Tim Tszyu performance.
Mhm.
I know he was tough, but he really made Tim Tszyu look really easy.
There's obviously a guy who's taken his respected break after his first loss. Well, yeah, I would say his first loss is Jamel Charlo after the Canelo
Yeah.
fight. I mean, is that even realistic? I know that he's at a part of his career where he might be looking for the biggest and baddest, paychecks out there. But you and Charlo, I mean, is that the dream fight?
That that is a dream fight. Because like you said, he technically never been defeated at 154. When he got it back. Um, so he was the man at this division for a long period of time. So I feel like that's the man to beat.
Hmm.
And that's definitely, I think it's realistic. We're both with PVC. I feel like that's a fight that could happen easily. We'll see. We'll see what his intentions are coming back to the division. Like you said, maybe he's looking for the big money fight. So maybe I need a couple titles first. I need to rack up a couple wins and then get that opportunity. But definitely, man, that's something that I want to make happen.
Yeah. And then the other guy who's going to be jumping up 168, someone that I believe like you guys are cool. You guys sparred each other, you and Terrence, and in
Yeah,
that sense. And you have like I wouldn't say Canelo style. You have your own style. You have Canelo-esque, I guess, because I think you use your jab really often. You use your legs, which many people criticize. Canelo doesn't really have the legs.
right,
But you've sparred Terrence. Terrence going to 168. I mean, it's something that you kind of could give a little insight. I know this was years ago, but
right.
I know he's physically strong. I've seen things that he's done. I know you've seen, but what's your take? Like, does he get the job done, with his style and his finesse and his IQ?
I think he can. I think he can get the job done. I think he's got what it takes. Obviously, it's unfortunate that Canelo's just so big and so strong, but he's gifted. Terrence is gifted. He's got that ring IQ. He could box him. He definitely can. Canelo's not that big of a guy. He's short, but he's strong. So as long as Crawford can, keep him on the outside, box him, I think he can get the job done. And I mean, Bivol was obviously just stronger, but he was more active in
Mhm.
there with Canelo, and I think that's what kept Canelo, thinking a lot. I feel like Crawford will be doing the same, having thinking a lot and having real hesitant, And he's got great legs, he's got great boxing. So I think it's a great fight, and I feel like it's Crawford is looking for the bigger fight. So I think that's the fight to make for him, and at this point of his career.
We seen it with the Roach fight where Roach was able to mentally pressure guys, and you've done that just
Yeah.
recently with Rosario, where the pressure was just seen effective aggression, not just like going forward.
Right. Yeah.
Um, that mental pressure I think you mentioned before from Terrence, can he translate that to a guy's at 168, especially like a guy like Canelo? Could he push that guy on his back foot at a point of the fight?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. I definitely think so because I feel like I said, that mental pressure that Crawford has is different. It's effective. You got to be on your toes the whole time. It's like he might come down to the body, but maybe it's just a feint and he's coming up top. So that could really mess with Canelo. I don't think Canelo's going to be as fast as Crawford. So that's another thing he's got to worry about. And yeah, he's strong, but he's got to deliver that punch. He's got to make sure he gets there, and that's going to be the problem that Canelo has. And for Crawford, I feel like he can get there faster and get out faster than Canelo can.
My last two questions is, I know the goal is to become a champion, but there's also like money-making fights, right? And I know that you seem like your first goal is to become a champion, maybe defend it, unify, and then go that route. But there's a huge money-making fight with a guy named Virgil Ortiz that I think
Yeah,
you would more than likely take. But just to ask, like, what's your thoughts on a fight with you and Virgil down the line?
that's exciting. That's a fight that I want to make. I know, I know. He said he wouldn't. He says no to nobody, so that's an easy fight to make uh, at any given moment. So I'm excited about that. He's a come forward fighter. He's a warrior, man. That fight with Bohacek, it was a war. So I'm excited. That fight excites me, and I want to make that happen. I feel like that could be a rivalry, like Morales Barrera, those type of fights.
Awesome. Well, perfect. My last question is, you'll be, like I said, be fighting on Amazon Prime. Hey,
Right.
buddy. Okay, your last question. You'll be facing Kevin Salgado, like I said, on Amazon
Right.
Prime and Las Vegas. For the fight fans that be tuning in, what would you like to tell them? Your co-main event as well, right?
Coleman. Yeah,
So
Coleman. Yeah, this is gonna be a great fight. A great card all around. I mean, we got the return of Elijah, who's going up against Terrell. It's gonna be a good fight. Um, Kevin Salgado, who comes to fight always, like you said, he's a warrior. He's gonna come and fight. That's gonna be a great fight. And then the main event, Fundora, the return of Fundora. It's exciting, man. I feel like this card is gonna position us. Maybe we can fight later after this one, maybe later down the road. But it's gonna be a great fight. You guys don't want to miss it. It's free on Amazon Prime, and it's gonna be a great event.
I'm looking forward to it. Thanks so
So,
much.
thank you, man. Appreciate your time.